Hello guys, thank you for tuning into the channel. Basically I wanted to make a little video today talking about this camera right here, the Sony A7 III, and pretty much why you don't need any crazy expensive lenses to get started. So the lens that I'm shooting on here is actually a kit lens. It's one of the best kit lenses I've actually ever used in terms of sharpness and contrast and just how well it focuses and renders colours and stuff like that. It's actually a very good lens to get started with. And I'm going to show you why. I've done a lot of professional stuff with this already. I've shot short films, I've done trailers with it, and I'm pretty much just trying to get used to a lot of the settings on it right now before I make any crazy clear-cut videos and show people, because I'm actually shooting in a completely different way. I'm actually trying to shoot in a lot of HDR sort of picture profiles, which is something called high log gamma or HLG. It just means that you can shoot in HDR and SDR and it will display differently on whatever TV the viewer's using. So as well as shooting in HLG, it actually looks like proper film. Looks like film has some sort of thickness to it. The way skin tones are rendered and the way like light falls off the skin and stuff like that, but I'm getting a wee bit geeky here. It looks really good, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I got this camera, because it was able to shoot in HLG. And you should look at some more videos about HLG if you can. So yeah, back to the main reason of the video. This lens here, the 28-70 f3.5 to 5.6 OSS, is a fantastic lens. I'm going to show you a little trailer that I shot a couple of weeks ago for a theatre group in Scotland. They're performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this year, and they're called Amplify Time Productions.
You know nothing. I have to make all this work. You don't know about that, but you will.
You chose life.
I choose death.
As you can see, the trailer actually looks pretty damn good for something that's shot on a kit lens. Versus like the Sony's G Masters, and they're really expensive. Not even G Masters, just Sony lenses in general are really expensive. This versus them, you're getting something that's really usable straight out of the box. It's really sharp, the autofocus is incredible, and as I was saying, colour rendition is just brilliant as well. So I'm shooting on the Sony A7 III. It is a new camera, it has a new sensor, it's back illuminated, all that jazz. And If you're like me and you came from Canon or Sony, for me it was Canon, you wanted a camera that was giving you a little bit more. I used to actually use two cameras. I shot on a Canon XC10 video camcorder, which is like a Canon C100, but like the baby brother of that. Fantastic camera, but it just was just so hard to edit with. It was a 305 megabits per second bitrate, which, I mean, I could edit on 4K with this, but it just slowed down my workflow so much, whereas this is 100 megabits per second and is much easier. One thing I did want to talk about is because it's in HLG, you get a lot more to play with in HDR settings. You've got better shadow detail, better highlight detail, and you can pull those details back together and incredibly, and it's brilliant. So that's why I went for this, even though technically the videos that I was shooting had more detail with the Canon. In reality they didn't, because even though it was a higher bitrate, it just didn't translate to better image quality in my honest opinion. So yeah, moving on from that, I just wanted to say that if you are looking to move over to Sony and you did have a lot of Canon glass and you've sold it, or Nikon glass and you had those bodies, I do recommend moving over to Sony, just purely because the price point for a full frame mirrorless and the package that you get inside of it, pretty much no one's beating that right now, depending on what Canon and Nikon bring out this October at Photokina or wherever, when they're going to release these full frame mirrorless, but we'll see what happens. So maybe you should hold off, but I made the switch. I was just sick of waiting, and I'm really happy that I did. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're looking for something that's very good, a lot of people are really hesitant to switch over to Sony because they don't have these lenses or they can't afford these lenses. But get the kit lens, start with that, then save up and buy some new stuff, so you don't need any crazy expensive lenses to get started. So thanks for watching, guys. That's pretty much it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a little thumbs up and consider subscribing. Bye.